So boom, we got two clips to talk about, two clips to get into. We gonna let the first run in a second. I gotta give you a little bit of context. This is from a 2018 documentary, unreleased footage. All of this is unreleased footage that just got leaked an hour or two ago, less than 2 hours ago. So this first clip is gonna be Kanye basically talking about Cardi B. I'm gonna get some commentary. Then after that, we have a second clip of Kanye just talking more shit. I mean, talking about Nas, Tiana Taylor, just going crazy, just going fucking crazy.
That's not some paranoid shit.
Did Corey say he was part of the CIA at one point? Or am I making that up?
Yes, Corey CIA. Like, he didn't even have to say it. I know it. You fucking CIA. What are you talking about? Like, what the fuck? This is my godmother. This is my this. He's Illuminati. That's why fucking Cardi B was over there. Cardi B is a plant by the Illuminati. She don't write her raps. She's just there to like sound as ignorant as possible, and then make songs like "fuck him" and you get some money.
Yeah.
You know, she was literally replaced, Nicki Minaj purposely. That they put her there. And now she doesn't know what to do. And she's just she has no idea what the fuck is going on. She thinks it's just a blessing from the universe. There ain't no blessing from the fucking universe.
So I'm just going to get this out the way. As far as the Illuminati shit, I'm not about to do all that. Like, it really has little to no merit, And even then, I think, because my personal thoughts as far as Kanye, I love Kanye as far as his art and what he's done in the past. I love the old Kanye as far as who he used to be. He's not that same person anymore. He's fucking out of his mind. He's nutty, all that shit. Like, fuck it. That's what it is. That's who he is. So when I see him saying stuff about the Illuminati, it's like, oh, this shit really don't exist. This shit really don't exist. Him saying that confirms it for me. That's me personally. We're not going to get into that because we're not doing the conspiracy nut shit today. But as far as Cardi being a plant, that is false. She does not write her own raps. She is similar to a plant in a sense where I think the record label makes all the decisions for her career for the most part. And they have her do certain shit like the Bernie Sanders sit down type shit was a great look. And honestly, she was a political puppet at that time. People couldn't see that. They really couldn't fucking see that. The chick who made WAP is giving you politics. We care about her political opinion. No, it was some shit to help Bernie and his campaign out. That's all that was. But as far as her being a plant in the industry, the whole thing about a plant is they come out of nowhere and, they're just big as fuck immediately. I was fucking with Cardi B when she was actually stripping as a stripper on Instagram, making a bunch of funny videos, actually rising. She actually got on before industry plants was actually a thing. Because the whole point of being an industry plant, they try to make it look organic in some cases. In some cases, they try and give you a fake come up. You could look at somebody like, and I know people may disagree, and he did a whole Joe Budden podcast to disprove this, but Chance the Rapper, the first time you heard Chance the Rapper was on his second tape because we never heard the first tape. Nobody heard the first tape unless you was like a Chicago nigga or something. He wasn't on nobody's radar. But when he gets his second tape, wow, he's got Justice League beats. He has Action Bronson and Ab Soul and a bunch of fucking top tier features. Like, so that type of shit is industry plant shit. I don't want to drag this out. I don't think Cardi is a plant because I remember her being in them motherfucking apartments. Love and hip hop is not the route that they gonna send an industry plant on. It's just not. It's just not. Red Bars is not the route they're gonna send an industry plant on. Now, the difference in an industry plant and Cardi B, again, is Cardi B's come up is organic. It was actually organic. At this point, there is no difference between her and an established industry plant because her career is controlled. But that's all I think about that. Kanye is just in rant mode. That's all that is. But let's continue to this next clip because it's a little bit heavier.
it ain't gonna be in this situation. It's gonna be a get me out this motherfucking good music shit now. And Scooter ain't gonna be no, oh, I'm still putting my name on this shit. I need to get rid of good music because I'm great. And guess what? Good is the enemy of great. The fuck I'm doing giving Wanna Love You to fucking Tiana? What the fuck I'm doing giving that Daytona album to Pusha? What the fuck I'm doing, bro? That shit that shit was 3 dark fantasies that I gave away. Cop shot the kid, Nas rapping all goddamn offbeat on it. Don't even want to shoot a video. They shoot the video, don't even tell me. These motherfuckers don't appreciate me. All these motherfuckers is trying to use me. I'm the greatest motherfucking artist living, and I can do everything. And I'm not being expanded, and my vision is not being expanded to what it is. I'm performing at other people's festivals and shit. I've been wanting a fucking festival. People not touring my shit. People saying I'm locked in a pub shit. I've been recouped. These niggas made fake black skinheads. I got the fake black skinhead. Marty Van Deer told me, I'm sick. Ain't nobody reach me. Y'all boys better not fuck with me, bro. These boys better not about to play that black skinhead on Twitter live quick. And I know my life is on the line when I'm talking. But I know ain't nobody gonna touch me because I'm too high profile. I'm not Triple X. So y'all can't take me out. But I bet you I get off my motherfucking publishing. I bet you I get my motherfucking festival. And I bet you I get off of Universal. And I bet you y'all don't talk to Adidas again.
So there's a lot to unpack. I'm not going to go super deep on any of it. The first thing that we will discuss is people using him. It's very funny to me because the whole thing around that time frame when he was doing all those albums for everybody in a fucking weekend was him trying to be Mr. Super Producer and trying to cut everybody's albums with, let's be honest, let's be motherfucking honest, lackluster beats. He was giving these niggas scraps. That's why Hit Boy stepped into Nas' life after that. That's how, like, that album, people were talking about that album and like, yo, he got a Kanye joint, but, you know, and this is supposed to get over the myth of the bad beat selection, but it's just not, this album is just not the one. I mean, Swiss was really on that shit. He was like, bro, let me get it. Like, Nas dropped something with Swiss like damn near immediately after that. So let's be honest. I know you niggas like Daytona, but as far as that batch of albums, they are not that good, especially as far as the production. Niggas know this. Tiana Taylor, I think she was upset about the album that she pushed out. I think she was upset about it. I can't remember, but you can do your due diligence on that, because the whole thing is, how can niggas be using you when this is your idea. You set this up. You wanted to prove that you Super Producer Deluxe and do all these albums at the same time along with your album and just have a good music fucking summer, winter, whatever the fuck it was. Like, that's what he was on. He produced all those albums in a short amount of time. They were lackluster beats. We done with that. Now, I could talk about the sheer arrogance that you guys love from Kanye, the sheer arrogance. I could talk about the whole, like, somebody's coming to get me, but they can't get me because I'm too high profile. But let's get down to the real questions. I'm going to hold your hand a little bit through this. What some of y'all fail to realize, because, you know, and listen, if you a Kanye like super stan, you could just end the video now, just leave, because you're going to be closed-minded to everything I'm about to say, because you've always been, because these things are not, I'm not the first person to say these things. But for the people who are open-minded, just stick around. I'm going to hold your hand, walk you through it. Kanye loves attention. This is something that wasn't established back in the, you know, college dropout, graduation era. This is something that was established in the post-Amber Rose era, because that's when we got the TMZ rants. That's when he said Harriet Tubman ain't free to slaves and slavery was a choice, and he's flip-flopping and doing all these rants, and he goes against the Jews. Like, that's when we get all of this shock content, where in the 2000s, George Bush hates black people was the only piece of shock content that we got from him that shook up the world. He was trying to chase that high in the 2010s, and people try to make all types of excuses for it. So Kanye loves attention. Just know that. Now, what I would like to say is that Kanye does things for attention when it's time for a rollout, but Kanye loves attention so much, he will do things when he has nothing going on. He's not like most artists. You seen I mentioned that about Nicki Minaj. She always put the beef in the stew pot when it's time to drop an album. Kanye doesn't do that. Kanye will just want attention randomly and say something about the Jews, the blacks, and niggas will defend it every time. That's just how it works. Now, the other thing you have to note is that not only were people around in these videos, but cameras were there recording for a documentary. So cameras were there. He knew this shit would eventually get seen. It wasn't as candid as you would like to think it is, because he knew the cameras were 3 to 6 feet away from him, like 10 feet, whatever the fuck. He could see the cameras. They were there. This is the question you have to ask. 2 questions that I don't necessarily know the answer to, and you can speculate on your own. Who leaked this footage? First off, who sent this footage to academics, Say Cheese, TMZ? Who sent this footage? And if this is from 2018, why now at this moment? Those 2 questions I don't have the answer to. I could speculate, but we won't. But just ask yourself those 2 questions and see what you come up with. Whatever answers you come up with, leave them in the comments. And just to not leave you in the dark, I'll give you some fucking bullshit as far as a possible reason why. You could say, oh, somebody's putting it out there to destroy him. There's nothing to destroy. Like, he lost the Adidas deal. Like, he's gonna, no, you can't destroy his rap career. So there's nothing to destroy. Like, you can't. Like, the only, there's some things that could destroy him in the public eye, but it's no way those things would happen. And I'm not even going to speculate on that. So, you know, for the Kanye fans, if you stuck around, there's one for you. Take that bone. But here's the other thing. He could have control of that footage, and he could have had somebody send that out. Because instead of him conjuring up a new rant, it's like, go send it. I got classics on deck in tuck. Go send that shit out so I could just keep getting my dick sucked on a boat, man. I don't want to really be in front of no camera. Just put that shit out there. Send that. Let the blogs eat it up. You know, that'll preheat the oven for if I decide to do anything in the near future as far as getting in front of more cameras and getting in front of more mics. So really, that's all I can think of. Probably not all I can think of, but that's all I will think of. So let me know your thoughts. I'm out.